Before we get stuck into this week's episode, just want to say a very quick thank you to Alt Cult, Rockstar Finance, Hydra Rehearsal Studios, and Squid Ink Screen Printing for their fantastic support. Now it's on with the show. Welcome to the Hard Rock Show. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Dave.
Dave is here tonight from Demonhead, so details at the bottom of the screen for us right now, and they'll be followed by the details for Dave's band, Demonhead. So we had the last month, we did the special with the Blaze where they came in and took over the night. Now we have Dave coming in and taking over things for us as well. Make sure you're following all our social media channels, especially YouTube, for all the extra content. There's heaps of that, including from tonight's episode, so make sure you go and watch the full thing online. We have Patreon and sponsor packs out there as well if you want to get involved in helping us, and listen to THRS Radio and also find our podcasts and stuff online as well. There's a whole lot to get through coming up at the end of the month. I'm not sure which week this is going to be yet, so we'll look at that as we go along. But at the end of the month, it's Halloween, it's October, so it's a Halloween special coming up at the end of the month, so make sure you stick around for that. Huh?
You mean Rocktober?
Rocktober, yes. Sorry, I'm being corrected already, so he's going to take over the show very shortly. Speaking of which, we're going to throw to a clip to kick things off from your band. What is that?
So we're going to go to a clip No More. We did this, it's a couple of years old now, but yeah, cool clip, and it was a lot of fun doing it, so check it out and hopefully you dig it.
So we're going to kick off proceedings after our little clip with your brand new album, Black Devil Lies.
Yep.
Which is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. So if you haven't checked it out, get onto it now. I want to basically get you to walk us through the process of this, because it was hard work even getting to this point for you guys. So what was the lead up to this album like for you guys?
Oh, look, so for us it was... So 2015 we did our last album, Bring on the Doom, and we did the tour, got to the end of the year, and then that's when shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
And Dave Godfrey left, who was drumming for us at the time. He actually, he's actually playing with Meshiak now, but it was kind of like he wasn't really into what we were doing. Like, he enjoyed playing with us, but it wasn't his cup of tea. So he left, and then so we're like, oh, we don't have a drummer. Like, what are we going to do? We're in the position where he was like, if you need me, we'll do stuff, but I can't just drop everything for it. So, and then basically our guitarist, got really sick, and he ended up almost dying. Like, he had to go in for emergency surgery, get his stomach cut open, and like, he had a hernia operation. If he had gone a couple more hours, like, this conversation wouldn't be happening right now. And it's sort of, we can laugh about it a bit now. We joke around because he had to go and get surgery again to get it re-stitched up. They were that much of a problem. His abs were stitched together all wrong, and I had to re-stitch them back. And he's got like a metal plate, so he's like pretty heavy metal. So I said, like, around 2016, at that point I was sort of reassessing. I didn't think Demonhead was going to continue. I thought it was all over because we didn't do anything. And I was like, well, I don't know if Roo can do it. And without him, we started the band. I was like, well, I don't really want to... Is it going to be Demonhead if it's just me doing it? And I didn't think I was going to be able to do what we do well without both of us being involved. I think that's what kind of gives us the sound that we have. And just more like, we've been playing in bands for years, and it wouldn't have felt right not having him on board. So basically I was doing a few fill-in jobs. Like, I filled in, did some stuff with Espionage, and I was joined Envenomed, and I was playing bass with Envenomed, and that was cool. And I thought, well, maybe I'll join someone else's band. And this was like what we got to. And then sort of 2017, through one way or another, Dean came along, and I'd actually asked him previously. We'd sort of worded him up like before everything had fallen apart, and I said, oh, look, do you want to come and join our band? Like, surely you got enough time to do multiple bands. And he sort of had a think about it. He was keen, but he's like, I've got too much on my plate. Yada. And then I saw a post, and sorry to Horizon's Edge guys, because I tried to post you straight away. But he'd put a post on saying, he's left Horizon's Edge, and I'm like, how many hours do I need to wait before I go, hey man, do you want to come and join?
I'm tipping it wasn't that long.
I think I gave him a week, and then I sort of, hey man, how you been? Do you want to still come and have a jam? And then, so he said, look, just give me a bit of time. And when he came in, things just clicked. Like, we already knew each other, and we were mates. But, Roo was still up in the air at that point, and he was sort of, we didn't know how far we were going to go, whether it was just going to be a bit of fun or what we're going to be able to do. But he got the all clear to come and do some stuff. And so we'd started jamming, and he was kind of up and down, and we didn't really commit a lot. But we did sort of, I think towards the end of 2017, we started playing a bunch of shows.
So he's just grooming himself incessantly in the corner there.
That's all right. You got to clean yourself out. And then we did Legions of Steel. 2017 was our first show back, and at that point, because it was almost 2 years since we played in Melbourne, so we were sort of like, well, does anyone even give a shit? Is it worth doing? We're old dinosaurs in the scene, and it was the biggest spin out when I got up on stage and then looked down, and there's like the front rows are just full of people who've bought, I don't know whether they come from old merch or they bought merch on the night, and because word had got out about what we'd done in the past or whatever. But it was just this first time I looked out and not known most of the people that were at the front, and they're wearing merch and they were waiting for us to play, and they were like,
that's cool.
Maybe we need to keep pushing this thing. And we got to, after that we sort of got together and we did a couple of singles and last year, and then got the album done and finally back again, and first time we've rolled 2 years in a row to each other without band members nearly dying or people leaving, or we just never had a clean run at it ever. It's always we just permanently stuck on the runway and just crash, and so they call you back for a maintenance. So now we've had a settled lineup for first time in the band's history, really, where we can just gig and we're always ready to go, and taking it, taking all those opportunities because of all the time that previously we fully value everything a lot more. So every show is more important, and everything that we do, try to just savour every minute of it, because I don't know how long it's going to last for. So it's kind of, let's do everything 100% and go dive off the cliff and just see what happens. I guess that's probably the best way you could say it. But,
no, that's cool. All right, I think we need to cut to another clip just to break things up a bit. So which one did you want to go to? What your little list?
What have we got at
least? What you got there? So which one do you want to go to?
Look, we'll have to go with Roo. This one's for Roo, because we've been talking about Roo. I love you, mate. But no, this one's Kreator with Hordes of Chaos.
Back onto the album briefly. I just want to ask you, do you have a personal favourite with this one? Is there any song on this that is a soft spot for you?
For me, probably, I think it's hard because it changed a lot. This is one of those, I guess when you listen to it, you guys will make up your own mind, but it's, for me, it constantly was changing. Even through the recording process, some of the songs I hated became some of my favourites, and then when I listen back to it now, objectively, probably one that the opening track, Against the Grain, for me is probably something that really resonates with me, because it's got, I think it kind of shows everything that we do, and I think it's just the most refined version of us, and the lyric content just for me is just that it was, because the whole concept of the album is basically all of the shit that happened with us is the Black Devil is basically the metaphor for all the bad shit that's happened, and it's always lingering like that. It's almost like the, to do with the mental health and all that sort of stuff that goes with everything, and it's lingering there, and it's just telling you bullshit the whole time, and that's what the metaphor. And so a lot of the songs deal with a lot of the stuff that it's the first time I've dealt with personal things, and but I think that one, I was struggling the most with vocally. Like, I couldn't get anything for it.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I was just racking my brain, and it was just like, I was up till about 4 o'clock in the morning the night. I was going in to see Chris the next day, like in the morning, and I'm just there struggling. I'm like, it was one of the last songs we did, and I'm like, I've got nothing. I've got lyric ideas, like, and I just had no melodies, and I'm like, then all of a sudden it just bang, it just came to me, this whole thing, and then I went in and I just laid down the first line. I said to Chris, I don't know whether this is going to work or not. And he's like, all right, let's do it. And then I did it, and he just like looked at me and just gone, and gave me the look, and then that was we just built on it, and then it came out. It was the one I struggled with the most playing as well, just because there's a really dumb, it's a stupid string skip, and if you play it like live, it doesn't matter, like, but as soon as you record it, you hear every little nuance, and I was like missing this thing every time. And so it got frustrating, and then when I heard it back once it was all together, and it was I really liked the lyrics in that song, and then also the melodies came together, and it just sort of, it went from my least favourite, the one that I was almost ready to try and tell the guys let's not put it on the album, to probably one of my favourites. So that was it's one of those things, but I know the other guys probably have their own
different favourites. Well, you're the only one I can ask about it, so
that's it.
The rest you didn't turn up, so fuck you. Now you have gotten this on for some international promotion or distribution, or and are you able to talk about that?
We signed we just got an international distribution with Fastball Media in Germany, so that's for our European and UK, and they do some, it's basically our rest of our worldwide release, and we just look after Australia ourselves, so it's pretty cool. We get to keep control of everything, but really awesome dudes to deal with, and we had a few things on the table, and they just happened to put forward the best option for us, and I know they've had a lot of really good bands on their roster, and they've got their own label arm as well, so there's sort of a few things to do with that, which is cool, but they organise the whole PR, and it's going to go, I'm not sure exactly how many stores at the moment, but it's pretty much like the equivalent of being into all the JBs and Kmart's and all that sort of stuff. So we'll get a pretty decent distribution out of it. So it's going to be pretty cool. Right.
Cool. And you've also got, you're in the middle of, or you've just done, or in the middle of your Australian tour. You've got New Zealand dates coming up as well, and then I think Europe is after that. So possibly,
Europe's we can't tell you yet until it's confirmed. But you look, it's on the cards. But we just got to wait for confirmations. But New Zealand in November, which would be cool. We've got 2 dates. We've got a mini fest in Christchurch, and then we're doing a show in Auckland as well, which we're doing. It's just like one of our own show over there as well. So
cool.
Go there and then duck off on the Sunday to go see Hobbiton and go nerd out with the Lord of the Rings stuff, and that's we've never been, so we're like, how can we tie in as much sightseeing as well as playing some cool shows? So really looking forward to getting over there. So really cool.
Nice. All right, let's go to another clip. Here's your list again. What do you got?
All right, so we'll go. What are we going to play here? So I reckon I'm going to play something for you, Dennis, because he loves to get plugged, and I'm going to play some of your old stuff. So this is Espionage with Wings of Thunder.
Cool. Just in case you haven't seen it before. Back onto things that you've done and also coming up. Just want you to touch on, you've done a lot of festival things lately, including sort of Shredfest and the Beyond Black Festival. And then also coming up, you've got the Marty Friedman stuff coming too. So how's all that going for you?
Good, man. So like, I think especially when we're playing away, it's always good to go and do festival. Like, we haven't done Brisbane, so that was our first time out of all of our whole existence. Every time things had fallen through for Brisbane shows for some reason or another, and it was just good to go away and you play on a festival with a bunch of other bands, and you know it's going to be a great day already, and it's just a good chance to, rather than risking straight away going, okay, we're going to do our own show, we haven't been here, let's at least go and play those, and it's always a good fun day. And then with the Marty Friedman, that was awesome. It was sort of one of my favourite, like Megadeth's one of my favourite bands, and especially the Marty era stuff. It's like getting to go, especially at the Bendigo Hotel. Like,
it's your birthday that weekend as well.
Yeah, and that week's my birthday, so for the Friday night, get to watch Marty up like this in the Bendigo, and just getting to watch him do what he does.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'd be there regardless if we were playing, but it's pretty much just an honour for us. Like, something that we didn't think, especially in Australia, that we get much of a chance to do, because it's a lot of the time it's pretty difficult to get onto a lot of support, especially being a Melbourne band, because there's so many awesome bands, and it's just, you know, unless you really fit genre specific or something like that, it's a lot harder because there's so much competition, which is a good thing. And a lot of bands now, it's good seeing a few people getting opportunities that I know have been working their ass off for the last few years, and this time around we're just lucky enough to be one of the ones that get an opportunity, so it's pretty cool. So
that's alright. Alright, let's move on to another clip for you. Now, you did pick one before going. We looked at the list properly this time before we went to the next question. So which one we got for us? We're learning on the fly as we go.
Yeah, well, look at us.
Professionals at work.
I'm a professional dickhead. That's okay. But no, so this one, a lot of people, I know we always struggle to say what we sound like, and all bands say that, but this is a clip from Hank Von Hell, who used to be the singer for Turbo Negro. I don't know if many, probably a lot of people watch the show will be Turbo Negro fans or know of them. And
they're popular out there,
Yeah, and they're like a cult death punk, rock and roll band, and this is his first solo album, and this clip's just really cool. I saw it and I pissed myself laughing, and I love the band, and I love, so Hank's voice is just incredible, and this is like the closest thing you get to Turbo Negro. This is probably more Turbo Negro than Turbo Negro is now, but this is Hank Von Hell with Bum to Bum.
Enjoy. Now, in the lead up to releasing Black Devil Lies, you did something which I think is a cool idea, and I don't think enough bands do enough of this, and that's you did the listening party at Holiday Love, and you had like a different band, you did some covers and stuff, so it was a fun night all around. So walk us through your thinking of that and what you got up to that night.
So the thinking of doing the listening party was it was a long time between drinks for us, so we hadn't put anything out, and in that gap, we didn't have any shows, and we knew the album release was a fair way, so we thought, you know what, everyone knows this album's done, it's sitting there waiting. All right, let's do something cool. Let's have a party. Like, we would have probably had a party with us anyway. And we're like, well, why not? Let's make this open to everyone that wants to come, and you know what's cool with a party? Let's just get together and have a jam. So we just started. What started off as a bit of a joke. We were like, oh, maybe this will work. So we started ringing a few mates from other bands, and we're like, oh, do you reckon you'd be interested in coming playing some covers? And like straight away, everyone that we asked was like, yeah, man, yeah. And so we had, I think, would have been probably 10 or 15 of us at least that we basically just got a spreadsheet together, put a whole bunch of songs in one side that we thought possibly we might want to do, and then everyone just went drums, bass, and you just basically signed up sheet. So it's like a school sign up sheet for these songs, and then we go, all right, cool. And everyone just turned up. No one had played together. We've never done anything. And we're just like, all right, so this is the set. And we just worked out, so we grouped the songs that everyone was playing together. And yeah, everyone got up and just killed it. It was awesome watching.
That's cool.
Most of us had never played together. We watched each other's bands and all that stuff before. But I remember we were in the group chat and we're like, oh, if we're going to do a band, we need a name. I was like, can't be a band without a name. And then the name, obviously, Seamanhead popped up because, where else are you going to go? And then Frosty from Fall and Resist actually came up with this logo, and he used basically our typeface, and then put like a little jizz in there. And because I'm a screen printer, I went, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this logo and make shirts, so we're all playing. Everyone got a shirt. And yeah, it was just an awesome night. So we played the album through. Yeah. We put a bunch of money over the bar, so we just chucked money on the bar, and everyone just come up and drinking, and basically just like it was our party. Our chance to go, hey, friends, family, and fans that are close to us, this is what we've done. Yep. And it was kind of more of a chance for us to go. We weren't sure we were going to do CDs this time around because we did vinyls, and we're thinking maybe just do the vinyl and the digital release. And then we did like a round of hands and stuff for who wants vinyls, who wants CDs, and end up with obviously both. So
you got the vinyl, you got the CD.
But no, it was an amazing night, and I think more bands should have a crack at doing it because it's just so much fun. Like, we just got drunk, had a play, and it was one of those nights where just hanging out with everyone, just having the best time of your life, and watching all your mates just playing awesome songs and getting up singing, and we're just swapping around. And, it was cool. So
that's awesome. Oh, well, on that, time to move on to the next clip.
Yeah. So this one here is a clip by Trigger. Which one did we?
Which one did we settle on?
Okay,
pick up the Divide.
The Divide by Trigger. So this one's our bass player Az has picked this one, and Trigger, awesome dudes.
Hi, welcome to this week's Gig Guide. I'm Jodie.
Amanda is still filling in for Nikki, unfortunately.
Okay, first off, I want to say a special thanks to Old Cult, Rockstar Finance, Hydra Rehearsal Studios, and Squid Ink Screen Printing. Oh my god.
2 for 2.
Thanks for your support.
Yes, and make sure you look up the events that interest you in this professional gig guide online for more information.
All right, kicking it off on Saturday, October the 19th. We will see the return of Two-Headed Dog to the stage at the Spotted Mollard, launching 2 new singles, one Fire and the other Bella Star. They are supported by Retro Rodriguez and his Inner Demons, the Dead Amigos, Rambling Gold, and the Pleats.
Welcome back. I think Annie's been sick for a while, so it'll be good to see him back on the stage again. Friday, October 25th, Ablaze are having a going-away gig before they jet off to Europe. Revolver Band room with support from the Vendettas and Riff Raiders. Tickets are available via Ablaze's possible crowdfunding campaign.
On Saturday, October the 26th, Red Star Born will be having a special launch gig for their new album Pariah at the Matthew Flinders Hotel with Torrential Thrill, who are also launching a new single. They will also be supported by the Passouts and Eat the Damn Orange.
Cracker night. Also on the same night, the Bulls are launching their second album, The Beginning or the End, at Last Chance Rock and Roll Bar, with support from Khan, Never, Desert Kingdom and the Able Archers.
October the 31st through to the November the 2nd, Soilwork are touring, playing Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, with support from Kreator, from Crisis to Collapse, Flaming Wreckage and Mason.
Friday, November 29, Bigger Than Jesus are actually going to be playing at Chase's in Melbourne. This is part of Chase's 41st birthday celebration, so get amongst it.
Yes, happy birthday, Chasers.
It's going back away.
Yeah. Saturday, November the 30th, Espionage are playing at the Evelyn Hotel, where they'll be filming a brand new video to go with a new clip, and oh my gosh, I can't
Just
believe
keep rolling.
Yep, all right. They'll be supported by Sabaya, Tyrant and Vicious Addiction.
Well done.
Seamless.
I did say at the top, this is a very professional gig guide. From now until December 21st, the Black Aces are on tour. Launching the new EP, Never Change. They'll be playing central and regional locations across Victoria, the ACT and New South Wales. I think the EP is out at the end of this month, so get on that.
Get on that. Okay, December the 11th through the 15th, Marty Friedman is on tour, playing Sydney, Brisbane, Canberra and 2 shows in Melbourne, with support from Trigger, THRS, Wartooth, Matosphere, Hidden Intent, Demonhead, Espionage and more. And
to wrap up this week's gig guide, we have a very special gig coming up February 1st, 2020. Yes, we're getting into next year now. Horsehead are playing a one-off special show at the Corner Hotel to celebrate the release of their Legacy box set. We'll have more on that coming up on THRS in the coming months, so stick around for that later on. Don't miss it.
A little bit of excitement in it. As always, lineups and events are subject to change, so keep up to date with those that interest you via Facebook, and hit us up via Facebook if there is something that you would like for us to include into the gig guide.
Professional as it is. And again, a very special thanks to Alt Cult, Rockstar Finance, Hydra Rehearsal Studios and Squid Ink Screen Printing for their fantastic support. As always, rock up.
With your frock on.
On to your live shows, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. We've just talked about the whole lot of love stuff. If they've made it to TV, then fuck me, that's funny as hell. Now, what do you love about live shows? And do you have a favourite song to play live, be it original or a cover?
Live, it's... I don't know, there's something about... It's the energy exchange between us giving it out, and then when you receive, there's something awesome about when you connect with people, and then that people actually start to come to see you. Like I think most bands will know that point. There's a point where you've gone from you're trying to get attention to suddenly you've got attention. You've got people that are starting to come, and they start to know your stuff, and then you're like, it's almost this really weird situation where you're giving out, and then they start giving back the energy, and it's just this, I don't know, everyone's been to a show where you've just had that experience where you're like, you just feel connected to the band, and it's like when you're on stage and you're doing that and you're connecting with the people and you can see people having a really awesome time, it's incredible. You just want to give more and you just want to keep giving it back, and then that's like trying to make everybody have an awesome time, and it's like almost that 45 minutes or whatever it is on stage is just that I don't know, it's a pretty euphoric feeling that we have a privilege to be in a position where people actually care and come down and will pay their money to come and see us play, and I will respect the fact that, like, you know, every time we do it, it's like that. It's a humbling experience, like, and you never lose sight of the fact that I'm a fan first and foremost. So it's something really incredible. And the two parts. So what did you say about the song?
We got a favourite song to play live.
Probably for us, energy-wise, probably not my favourite song to play, but probably what resonates most. The people will come and they always, you know, people yelling out for us to play Leprechauns because that's the song that's the most fun. But I think now that we've got a whole bunch of new stuff, I can look at it in a different light. I got to a point where you hate it because you're just like, fuck, I don't want to play that song anymore. But after, especially at the launch show, like, so last weekend we played our launch show, and well, it won't be last weekend when this goes down. And we got Fluffy from Katana Cartel up to sing, and we kept on inviting everyone up onto the stage, and it was just this incredible exchange of fun, and like everyone was, you could see the people lighting up, and it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. All right, we got to go to another song, and you want to read this one.
Because this one's, thanks Dean, because you picked this one. But this is a Blunt Shovel track. It's Tongue Hung Pinata. I'll get that fucking right. Thank you, Furphy.
I want to touch on some of your personal past, because you did Tranquil magazine, you've done Envenomed and a bunch of other filling stuff as well. So talk us through some of the stuff you've as well. Yeah, you've done a few. You were the ringing for a little while on a few different projects.
Yeah.
Espionage as well, Dennis.
So I'll just do this so everyone can.
Yeah, everyone knows. This is the old drinking game where you flick the hair.
Yeah.
For those that have been long time viewers, you know the game. But so walk us through, I guess, some of the different things you've done over the time apart from Demonhead, because there's a fair bit there to go through.
As far as band-wise and stuff, as well musically,
as
So when I first moved down to Melbourne, like, I grew up in the country, I was from Mildura, and you come down, and I was like, one of the things I moved here was for music, because so I first was trying to put together, like, my old high school band, we're trying to find people, and it was really hard to find people. So then I was like, well, I met Sean Farouge. He was the singer from Malice's. We were actually at uni together, and funnily enough, I got roped into playing banjo in this in Battle of the Bands. This is like one of those origin stories for a band. That's awesome. And I lived on res at college, and this band, they're like, oh, do you know how to play banjo? I'm like, fuck, I'll learn it. Like, I don't care. And so I was playing banjo on this thing, and then Malice played. It was one of their very first shows, and they were a three-piece then. They didn't have a second guitar, and that was the first time I really hung out with Shawnee, and that's how we sort of met. And he's like, going from, hey, you play some awesome banjo, do you want to come and play guitar in my metal band? And we had a jam, and we sort of kicked it off, and then the funniest thing, Shawnee, this one's going out now, this story's going out.
Here we go.
So basically we'd had a jam before. I think it was like, might have been, we went to see the Hornet on their first Australian tour, and we had a jam before, had some drinks, and then went out. And then sort of a couple of weeks after, Sean came around and goes, oh man, it was awesome, I'll show you some of our stuff. So we're sitting there going through one-on-one, and it's like we finished up, and goes, oh, by the way, come tomorrow, turn up, we're playing a show. Hadn't jammed through their stuff, got up and played my first show with Malice's the next day. And it wasn't a total train wreck. And so for the next couple of years, played with those guys, and me and Rue, the other guitarist from Demonhead, we were in a punk rock band together. So the singer bass player from that band was a guy I went to high school with in Mildura, and that's how I met Rue, and that was basically the predecessor to Demonhead. So that band folded, and then Demonhead was born out of that, and done 2 stints in Envenomed. So first time around, Simon left Envenomed, and Mav, he knew it was coming. He goes, man, I've got this spidey senses of tingling. I think he's going to leave. Do you want to start learning stuff? And then we did the first Envenomed EP and did a bunch of stuff, and then it got too much. There was too much stuff on the plate, and around the same time Mav left, he went and did Eye of the Enemy, so Envenomed sort of stopped, and Liam left after their first album, and I joined back in with those guys again. Did a couple of years stint. We did an EP and a single as well, so the horror movie single, which
we'll go to that soon.
I'll put part of that clip because and then in the midst of that, I through a bunch of stuff happened, and it led to me thinking, what the hell am I going to do? I always wanted to do something with music, and I'd had this book for ages. I'd planned to do a magazine, and I'm like, it's trying to get the balls to go and drop everything and do it. And then it was just had a moment where it's like, nah, I'm going to do this. And then I did Tranquil magazine for a couple of years, and through other circumstances led to that, not continuing on, but sort of done a fair few different things, and now printing t-shirts for people.
And just screen printing, by the way.
Nice little plug for my business.
Do
these too.
You did those. You did that as well. So stay tuned for more information on that if you follow us online.
I guess it's just always wanted to be involved in music, and it's even when you walk away, like there's times when stuff wasn't happening, and you just take that break, and then all of a sudden you just get the itch, and you need to be involved and need to be doing it, and it kind of helps keep you sane, even if it does send you insane at times.
Yes, it does that for all of us.
Yeah.
All right, well, we did mention the clip, so I think it's time to go to that one now. I think it's a good way to...
Yeah, so this is Envenomed and horror movie.
Perfect for Halloween as well.
Yeah, good timing.
Moving on to something a little more serious, I guess, and that is, it's a double-edged question, and it'll be interesting to see you answer this one, because I haven't really asked this one in this way before, but I think you might be the one to try it on.
Thanks for popping.
Yeah, I know. What is it that you love and loathe about the Melbourne scene?
Okay, so this is actually not even a hard one for me, because we talk about this a lot. So for me, one of the main things that's awesome is there's so many fucking awesome bands. Just for instance, we put on our Lord's show, right? Opening band Katana Cartel, just about any other city in Australia, they're headlining most of the shows, and that's kind of the level that we're at. And it's taken us, we've been around in some form or another, on and off. We haven't been active the whole time, but we've been around for over 10 years, and it's taken that long to climb the ladder in this scene, because it's so competitive, and there's so many fucking awesome bands, but at the same time it's the most supportive scene. If every time we're stuck, because Az got a family, so a lot of time when we go away, he can't do some of the away shows, and we just ask anyone, and straight away someone will come and help us out and play, and there's no thing. And same, I've helped out with when Espionage needed someone, or been asked from other bands, and you just fill in, you say if you can or you can't do it, it's no brainer. You just so the support network is incredible, and I know in the metal scene, in our scene anyway, we all try to drag each other along and help each other out. There's no the competitiveness is obviously you want to be as good as, and so you see someone, they come and do something awesome, you're like, fuck, man, we got to do that, we've got to be that and then some, and then so you go away and you go, fuck, I've got to get good. So I think it pushes you to be really awesome. I challenge anyone that doesn't go to any local shows to go see some of the bands that we've got and go compare them to what they're paying $70-$80 for a ticket for, and I reckon half the time on the same stage with the same PA And the same situation, they're going to blow the bands off the stage, and it's just because we're so isolated that we don't get the opportunities that a lot of, if we were a European or if we had the same exact scene and we're in America or in Europe, every band would be superstardom. Like there'd be just, you know, be the new Seattle, would be Melbourne in all of the, like for now, or like, you know, whatever, there's different scenes that have popped up over the years, and that would be us now. And that's where the double-edged sword comes in, because for us, so for instance, like if we come from, it's no disrespect to Sydney scene, there's some great bands, but there's not the level of bands, there's not nowhere near as many that are even coming out of there, or Brisbane, where the opportunities we would get if we come from a different city would be we get a lot more opportunities to do supports, and you get a lot more attention because there's not as much competition. So, but also on the flip side of that, not getting pushed to get better. So I don't know whether we'd reach the level that we want to, but no, mostly positive. But that's the only negative, is that it's really hard to get attention. Like it's, you got to work and work and work. But you know, I think it pays off if you can survive that whole part, and you can come out the other side. I think then the rewards are really worth it. And there's like so many bands that are killing it, like overseas and stuff, like in the rock and metal scenes, like that are just incredible. And you see the stuff that they're doing and the way they get received elsewhere because of the grounding that they get in Melbourne. Like I think that's
awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go to another clip, which kind of ties things off a little bit for you there. So what have you got for us next?
So this one, which one am I going to go to? I think
you got two there to choose from.
Yeah, I think we'll go to, this one's 3 Inches of Blood and Deadly Sinners. Fuck, it's such a cool song.
Next up is another multifaceted question for you. What's the funniest moment you can think of so far? Then also balance that out with the worst moment to date, followed by the biggest lesson you've learned along the way. You said you've been around for over 10 years.
I'll do this backwards.
Okay, yeah.
The biggest lesson I've learned is I don't go on stage fucking shit-faced anymore. And I don't get fucking blind drunk going to shows anymore, because you miss out on so many opportunities. And I think that's one thing that with age that I've got better at, is like now if I go and I'm sober at a show, or I've only had a couple of beers and I'm driving, someone says, hey, get into contact. The next day you remember and you're sending the emails, and then it's amazing how far that will take you. For when you're drunk, you forget all about it the next morning, and then you run into them again, they go, you didn't contact me, and you're like, fuck, I missed out on this opportunity to get this thing. And then funniest thing, it's pretty, like our existence is pretty funny. Like I think I'm lucky to play with some guys that we don't take ourselves very seriously, so it's always about fun for us. There's no real standout moment where I could go, hey, that's fucking hilariously levels more hilarious than anything. But that's a difficult question. I wouldn't even know. This is when you guys should have been here, the other blokes.
Yeah, they did.
We would have gone, your face or something fucking stupid. So there you got it covered. But what's the other part of
the part was the worst moment to date then so far?
Oh, look, the worst moment by far was when I thought the band was all over. It was just seeing Rue, like it. I don't think a lot of people understand how bad it was, because we're not ones to go, hey, woe is us or anything. We didn't really post much about it.
We just went quiet.
Yeah, and it was just because we were just trying to deal with it our way. But I remember seeing Rue, and I hadn't seen him for a couple of months, and he'd lost that much weight. He was just like almost like a skeleton. He was at work, and he's at Clifton Hill train station. I saw him, and I went to shake his hand. I was scared I was going to shatter his hand because he was just that weak, and that was just before he went and had the surgery and everything. And like it was just, for me personally, that was the lowest point in the band, was when I'd come to terms. I'd almost was ready to put the thing up saying, that, hey, thanks for all the years, we're calling it a day. And yeah, so obviously on the flip side we got to come back, but that was easily like the point. And when I was like worrying about Rue, like it's been, you know, we've been playing bands together since early 2000s, so like in one form or another in our past band and now, and it becomes more like he's like a brother to me, you know, and so seeing him like that, and the band as well, and it was just kind of like this, we'd put so much effort and we jumped a bunch of hurdles to get to there, and the album finally come out, then that happened, and it was like, that was easily the lowest point of the whole thing, so
Alright. Well, on to happier things. Let's play a clip. What clip have you got for us now?
So this is probably one of the most happiest things. So talking about this, these guys, it's such a shame that for there's other reasons that they can't exist anymore, but one of the coolest speed metal thrash bands that ever come out of Melbourne, and they were doing it when thrash was a dirty word, so this is like early 2000s Melbourne thrash, and this is Steel Affliction, and I think it's what have we got? It's Metal Scream.
Caesar has decided to finally get comfortable with Dave here. So I guess the final question as we start to wrap things up is, what is next for Demonhead? What's coming up on the horizon for you guys?
So just touring. So we got the rest of the Australian tour, the New Zealand tour. We sort of touched on Europe next year, and then hopefully, if all goes to plan, we're just trying to push the album as much as we can. We've already sort of started writing for the next one, so hopefully once we've got the live show down, and we're just like, once we've got that comfy, like still at the moment it's a little bit, you know, you're thinking a lot on stage with new stuff, so we'll start writing the new one. Like we've probably got, I don't know, 4 or 5 that we've already sort of started tinkering with, and that's the fun part. We start jamming again, and then just touring as much as we can. And we've got once the European release comes out, we'll be doing a whole bunch of press again. And hopefully, if all goes to plan, we've got this April tour, and from there, once we get back from there, we'll just take stock. And we've got a few things lined up for next year already. Churches of Steel and stuff in Adelaide, and I think mostly for us now, it's about not forgetting about Australia, like we're always going to play, but it's more about trying to go as far as we can outside of here, because I guess our sound isn't really what the commercial Australian public go for. So it's, as we do have crossover elements, but you know, there's the main popular in the heavy scene is like it's a lot of that like the core stuff is kind of what's, they pull the really big numbers in Australia, and we're not like that. So, nothing against that scene, and there's some really good stuff, but it's just we don't really fit there.
Not
so,
quite, no.
We'll just try and just grow the band and just keep pushing ourselves to get better. That's, have as much fun as we can while it lasts. Just enjoy the ride, because don't know when it's ever going to end. So,
Cool. And so is there anything you'd like to say to the fans that are watching out there while you've got a platform to do it?
Oh, just hopefully we'll get to see you come down. We've got Blisterfest as well in November, which is a massive one at the Tote. So I can't remember what the date's. November. It's mid-November. I can't think off the top of my head, but we can probably work something out. But
Google is your friend, folks.
That one's really cool. A really good mixed bill of like hard rock and metal. That one. And I think I don't know if he's running 3 stages at the Tote. It's like definitely the 2, possibly the 3rd stage. And but other than that, just check out the album, get on Spotify. I don't care if we don't need your money, but if you do want it, like if you want to buy it, we got vinyls, we got all sorts of stuff. But other than that, just have a listen, make up your own mind, and if you like it, come down and see us at the show. Pretty much,
cool. Alright, so we're going to have one more clip to play, and this is something of an exclusive for the Hard Rock Show here tonight.
Yeah, so this is a one-off. We haven't actually released this yet. So.
No. We're bending a few rules for this.
Yeah, so this is actually getting a release after this, but so this is the first clip that we've done for the new album, and this is a song called Children of the Night.
here we are. It's time to wrap it up. So details at the bottom of the screen for us and for Demonhead. Thank you so much for joining us on this takeover episode. It's a whole lot of fun.
That's awesome.
It's been good. Make sure you check out the extra stuff online as well. So follow us on YouTube and all the extra social media channels. Help us out via Patreon and sponsor packs as well if you'd be so kind. And don't forget to tune into our Halloween special coming up at the end of October, followed by THRS Marathon on Channel 31. Now it's time for everyone's favourite part of the week where we get to vent our collective spleen, and that is time for the bin. And he's been waiting a long time to do this, so get something off your chest.
This is a new bin.
It's a new bin.
I've always wanted to chuck something in the bin. I'm a fan. It's probably my favourite part of the whole show. So, to put this into context, you rehearse a studio, right?
Yep.
You pay your money.
Normally.
You go there, you rehearse, and then you go home, right?
Yep.
So, because you're at home, noise restrictions, people, it's loud, right?
Yep.
So, leading into the album launch, our usual rehearsal, we decided to squeeze an extra one in, and it was the only place we could get was Bakehouse Studios in Richmond. And they put us in this little pokey room right near the front. And so we're packing, we're loading in. He comes and he's like, "Can I get your money?" We're like, "I haven't even fucking unloaded the car yet." I understand you want your money, but just let it set up. And anyway, we get into he's like, "Oh, look, it's pretty close to the front, so can you make sure you've always got the doors shut when you rehearse?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's pretty normal. Standard." Yeah. Yep. So we started rehearsing, get about a couple of songs in. Guy comes in, we're getting noise complaints.
Rehearsal studio.
We're like, "Oh, fuck." All right. So he goes, "Look, we just can't," because we had we usually put a mic in the kick drum just so we can get a little bit of monitoring because it's a bit easier when you're in the room. And so he's like, "Oh, look, take the mic out. We can't have that in there." So we're like, "All right." Anyway, we have a break. We come back in and we start rehearsing again. Another guy comes in, says, "Mate, look, we're getting some noise complaints. Can you turn it down?" And we're like, "How the fuck are we going to turn it down? We're keeping up with the drums." We're taking the mic out of the kick drum. And he's like, "Oh, look, can you turn some of the bass down?" And then Rue just turns to this guy. He's like, "This is a rehearsal studio, right?" He goes, "Yeah, can you turn it down?" He goes, "It's a rehearsal studio. We fucking pay you so we don't have to worry about noise complaints." So he asked us to turn the bass down. We didn't even have a bass guitar at the rehearsal. So for you, Bakehouse Studios, and you're charging us for the shittest room. Like, this room is spacious compared to the room they charged us.
That's saying something. This is a much smaller set than our last one.
$65 to get told to shut the fuck up. You can go in the fucking bin.
Feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. In the bin. Fucking right in there.
Mine's much simpler than that.
Sorry, that was a long story.
No, that was good. That's gold. I'm certainly using that. My one for this week is, again, much simpler. It's people who get distracted at traffic lights while they're driving a car.
Yes.
How the fuck do you get distracted at traffic lights? I know it's all to do with these fucking things, but you're not supposed to use these fucking things while you're driving your goddamn car. Do not get distracted. You fucking slow me down. I'm a busy person with shit to get fucking done. Out the fuck of my way.
In the bin.
In the bin. Good. I feel better. Thank you for that.
And then you get the extra fucking red light.
Yeah, because you missed the fucking sequence of lights afterward. Bunch of pricks.
Fucking dicks.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't get distracted while you're driving a car, pure and simple, but especially at the fucking traffic lights, especially when there's an arrow and the window is this fucking small. I've just moved to a new area of town and it's fucked. Anyway, that's it for this week. Time for me to go explore more of the northern suburbs.
Hey, it's not a bad place to be.
No, it's Metal Park apparently. Not Mill Park, Metal Park now. Alright, thank you all for watching. Tune in again next week for more of the same stupidity from us at THRS. On behalf of everyone here, thank you for joining us again today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Remember to tune in, and as always, drink up and...
rock on.
Beautiful. Threw you in there.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I got this. I only fucked it just a little bit.
Bloopers are coming up right around the corner. Before we get to those, just want to say a very quick thank you to our Patreon supporters, our Funk Dancing for Self-Defense, Eat the Damn Orange, Andrew M, Craig S, Greg B, Kaz B, and Tim C. Thank you for your support. Now enjoy the outtakes. The next one.
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta get out of that way. Come on.
It's like, yeah, but I'm only just starting to get comfortable.
I know. You got slobber on your nose, knucklehead. Nala, lie down. Silly old girl. She gets the hiccups and it's fucking hilarious. Nala?
Does she frighten herself when she gets it?
No. He frightens himself when he farts.
Yeah.
Which is fucking hilarious because he'll... What's that?
Who did that? Where'd that come from?
It's fucking bizarre.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Sorry, I blocked behind the... No more.
Yeah.
Go the old one. No more.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah.
That was such a cool fun.
It's a good clip, man. Yeah. I like the messaging in it too.
Yeah, it was just... We only got dicked by the lighting because when we went to the Rev, the lighting desk had a key and no one had the key for the desk, so we just got stuck with that one lighting. That's why all that whole scene is lit a certain way.
Fuck.
Because we had a show there that night, so we were like, well, we'll film it and then we'll play the show and then we'll do the second part.
The outdoor stuff later on.
And just kind of got stuck with like, Kez is like, I think I can make it work.
Yeah. Fuck. That'll work.
Yeah, we worked together for a very long time.
Yeah,
So.
no, he asked a question down here later on, which I'll get to, but...
Oh, shit.
Now you're like, fuck, when are we going to get to that? What's it going to be? We'll see how we go for time.
Yeah, have a few piss talk about music.
Yeah, let's just sit here, sing, piss, talk shit. That's literally all it is. You've seen us do our thing, so it's not that hard.
And I mean, I used to do that for Radio Latrobe. We used to get shit-faced and go on. One dude would be playing like, he was like sort of that, at the time it was like that John Butler-ish, all that kind of like, he was into, and he listened like Pearl Jam and stuff like that. And like, I was playing like just extreme stuff. Cause,
it's more fun when someone doesn't like it too, because you're like, fuck, I'm going to fuck with you now.
Oh, he was like, he used to be a metalhead before as well, but like, so we just play all sorts of stuff and then we'll just follow like, just get drunk and talk shit. Absolutely. And you listen back again. Oh no. I can't believe that was live. Like,
that happens. It's all the fun of it.
What are we going to play here? So I reckon we're going to play something for you, Dennis. Because he loves to get plugged, and I'm going to play some of your old stuff. So this is Espionage with Wings of Thunder.
Cool. Just in case you haven't seen it before.
No one on this show knows who they are. I was looking, there's not even a thing up anymore.
No, you have to move it all. It's all
shit.
fucking boxes and shit everywhere.
Oh, here we go. No, here it is.
I do that, yeah. I do have one. Yeah.
Too many Negroes now. But this is Hank Von Hell with Bum to Bum.
Enjoy. Alright, which one do
you'll listen to it and you'll be singing it for days. It's just the catchiest.
Hook. Yeah. Fuck.
Bum to bum, it's the beat of my drum. Bum to bum, bum to bum.
Okay, ready for this? Let's do it. This will be a bit of fun.
I've always wanted to put something in the bin.
Yeah, well, now you're going to get your chance.
Yeah. This has been like a build up of tension.
And you're going to blow it on that. Alright.
No, I promise I won't blow in the bin.
Some people have come close, I'm sure.
Too many. I'm just taking a lead out of past members. Just enjoying the beverages a little bit too much.
By all means, do so. Alright. Which one do you want next?
We'll probably do the trigger one.
Trigger one, the divide? Alright.
And then I'll go to the blunt shovel one after that for Dean.
Alright. Cool.
Because that's just Dean and Az covered. And then that's all the band covered and I've done my job.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No, there's heaps of questions here. Like I've got new album, any personal favourites, you signed a deal, your writing influence you touched on because it's more about, the personal stuff this time around, so we don't need to go too much further into it.
Yeah, I think I pretty much covered that. Just 'cause I was like, that was one of those cool things I think gives a good story for what it is. And I haven't written really personal stuff before, and there's some of the stuff on there is pretty personal. That's why I didn't want to pick some of the other songs, because I'm like, well, that's a little bit too much detail to go into on TV. I'll leave that more for people to interpret how they want.
And that's cool.
Yeah, it's such a cool night.
That sounds like it was a blast.
It was just like when you just look up and you're like, wow, I can't believe like all of these people all just said yes, and they all just like learnt all these songs. Like, we had Shep come up and everything. Like, he come and played a couple of songs, and
fuck, that's cool.
Yeah, it was just like, who knows the lead to this? And like, we had Joe come up and did all the Maiden and Priest stuff, and he was singing and playing guitar and shit, and like, yeah, it was so cool. We had like played everything from like Slayer to AC/DC. Like,
that's
it was
awesome,
so cool.
man. That's
like,
really cool.
A few of the people that came, they go, man, they should do all-star metal covers every weekend. It's like Love and Life thought it was the best thing ever. And, yeah.
Fucking full skin of piss, too, doesn't hurt.
I was fucked. Well, I got there and then they had that motorcycle oil on tap, and it was a really tasty beer, and I was like, I started the pot. Fuck, that's got a hole in it.
Off you go.
And then, once we put money over the bar, it was just like, you turn around and then someone else turns up and you're like, hey, and they're like, let's get a beer. And you're like, okay.
So that was you off to the races for the night?
Oh, yeah. I haven't been on stage like that since fucking, I can't remember.
It doesn't matter. You're only playing covers for the fun of it anyway. So
and then we got talked into doing our own songs at the end.
Oh,
because we were all there and I can't even remember playing. Oh, it was so good. Apparently as my Dean, our drummer, never seen me like really, really shit-faced. And he goes, man, it was amazing. As your guitar skills went down, your frontman skills went up. I was like, yeah, and that's why I don't do that anymore.
Fuck, that's cool. I wish I was there for that.
Oh, it was good, man.
Fuck, that'd be awesome. Oh, fucking hell.
We planned that, totally.
Yeah, of course, because everything goes to plan here. Alright, so there's two more and then we close it out. Yeah. I'll find two more questions out of this, that's alright. This has been fun, this is good.
Yeah.
I'm trying. It's 8 o'clock now.
No, that's all right, man. That's just, I'm not like, it's not a huge rush. It was just roughly,
Yeah.
I planned that. I thought, if I get there at 4 and I get out within 4 hours, we're doing well.
Yeah, we are.
That's what,
us,
that's what I was thinking. So,
alright.
And I was about an hour behind. So if I get out by 8:30, then I'm like,
You're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, that's all right.
You know how these things work. It's never a short thing.
No, and I was like, we're going to hang out, talk shit anyway before we start filming. So
I love doing that. Yeah. That's the best part in a lot of respects. It makes this flow so much easier.
That's when you need to get that out for them. Especially with new people.
Yeah, I know. I've got the old phone. I should just set this up in a corner somewhere and just let it record everything that ever happens, because you never know what you're going to get out of it. I'll tell you what.
You get the voice bites and you're like, yes.
Use that. They're going to hate me for it.
Put it on their next promo video.
All those lyric videos I'm going to make?
Man, that's another one. Earworms for everyone.
Yeah.
It's just catchy tracks.
Beautiful. Alright.
I remember hearing that. They were on the same label as The Darkness.
Oh, fuck.
When that album, so before that album came out, and before The Darkness signed to a major, they were on the same label before, so they went to Roadrunner and Darkness went to whatever major they went to, because they both had falsetto vocals. They basically just went, oh yeah, they're the same. And that's how I actually heard of 3 Inches of Blood, because it came from the same label thing, and they're saying, oh, same label as The Darkness. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And then I looked at these guys and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. And yeah, it was so dumb and stupidly, like, ridiculously over the top. And I'm like, perfect.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is one I'm not going to put it to camera, but I want it on the record, sort of thing. So this is going to be probably an outtake.
Yeah.
From Nick, when are you getting the old Royal crew together again?
Oh, well, Nick, you should call to arms. Get it out. I challenge you to call to arms. Get Hanny. We actually had half of the crew there for the album launch. So there was like Hanny and Bruin. I was there. There was James and Nick didn't come, like Buff Nick, but yeah, we got half of us there. It's like if he can make it happen, I'll be there. If he can get the Royal open as well. We can do it in the bottle. They've got the bottle open in the pub, but the pub's not open.
I'll send that through him and see what he goes there. Threw you in there.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I got this. You did well. I only fucked it just a little bit.
There we go. We're done.
Is it never... Oh, no. That's a comma there, so it's
Yeah.
not Never Desert Kingdom.
No,
it's
no, no.
never.
It's bands. Yep.
Is it desert or desert?
Desert.
There's no two S's, it's only single, so
Yeah.
it's desert.
Mm-hmm. Look at you getting your grammar on.
Oh, so clever, says the idiot.
Yes, I got that on camera. Good.
Go fuck yourself. Hi, welcome to this week's Skid Guide. I'm Jodie.
Hey, Andrew. Nikki's still not back yet.
Still not back. We might have to look at finding a replacement for her.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we're restarting this again.
No! I'm going to send that to her direct. No! Watch her freak out.
Fucking rip my head off and shit in my neck.
Fucking take your bridesmaid and stick it where the sun don't shine.
Alright, I need to tell her about this. Before
or after I send it.
Before you send it to her and just absolutely destroy me. Two-headed dog. Haven't heard from these guys for a while. They've finally come back to the stage at the Spotted Mallard to launch their new single, Fire, Fire and Bella Star. No. I just completely stuffed that up.
You could roll through. Yeah, that was
She
fine.
launched their new singles, Fire, Fire.
And Bella Star. That's where you threw yourself
yeah,
off, was
yeah.
just you didn't
I'm
pluralise
just like,
it.
hang on, did I say that? No. All right,
Oh my god, take 20.
3. Not 23, just 3.
Alright. Shall we?
I am more of a professional than that.
Makes fucking one of us.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, I'm not the one fucking it up.
Oh, okay.
The outtakes will prove it.
You're a bitch.
Got there in the end. That's going online.
Totes.